Hi, Star Recapped here. Today I'm going to break down an action-packed Western movie called Prisoners of the Ghostland. Spoilers ahead, so watch out and enjoy. The movie kicks off at Blue Fleur National Bank. A child is standing by a gumball machine when two robbers, Hero and his partner, Psycho, storm inside. Chaos unfolds as they point their guns at the people and order everyone to stay seated. Hero demands cash from the teller, and she hands it over. Meanwhile, the child at the gumball machine remains calm and even offers candy to Psycho. But Psycho isn't amused and points his gun at the child. Suddenly, the scene cuts off. Next, we're introduced to Samurai Town, a place run by a corrupt governor. Samurai, cowboys, and women dressed like geishas fill the streets. But the governor's rule is harsh. He keeps a group of young women, who he calls his granddaughters, as prisoners and uses them for his own desires. We meet one of these women, Susie, who's being watched by the governor's loyal samurai, Yasujiro. After Yasujiro leaves, Susie blows a whistle, signaling her friends. Bernice, another one of the governor's granddaughters, arrives with her friends Stella and Nancy. They get the all-clear from Susie and drive away, finally escaping their awful situation. Bernice later wakes up in a strange place, surrounded by trash and mannequins, trying to recall the events. She remembers the drive and seeing a weird sign, as well as running into some scary people. Terrified, she cries out, saying she doesn't want to be trapped again. Back in Samurai Town, a festival is underway. Children are playing when we see Hero, tied up and under guard. Soon the governor arrives with his bodyguards and geishas. Hero is untied and brought before him. The governor praises Hero's courage, even though the bank robbery ended in the deaths of several parents and kids. He then gives Hero a high-tech bodysuit loaded with explosives and sends him on a mission to rescue his runaway granddaughter, Bernice. As Hero puts on the suit, the governor lays out the rules. He must go to the Ghostland, a dangerous wasteland outside of Samurai Town, filled with outcasts and victims of a toxic environment. If Hero harms Bernice, tries to tamper with the suit, or fails to return within 5 days, the explosives will go off. But if he brings Bernice back safely, the governor will disarm the bombs. With no choice, Hero sets off on the road toward the Ghostland. He soon passes the same sign Bernice and her friends saw earlier. Before long, Hero is stopped by a creepy bus and a group of mutants in torn-up prison clothes. The driver, with a horribly burnt face, blinds Hero with a bright light, causing him to crash. Hero gets injured and passes out. In his dazed state, he remembers a festival, a child by the gumball machine, and people wearing strange masks. When Hero comes to, he's captured by a group called the Ratsmen, who clean up the area. They tie him up and drag him off. Along the way, Hero spots a wounded girl and asks if she's Bernice. She says no, but reveals that Bernice is her friend. They arrive at a bizarre settlement filled with ruins and garbage, and the locals gather to see them. A mysterious woman checks Hero's blood and declares that he is the one destined to free them from their prison. After Hero breaks free, the leader of the settlement, Enoch, approaches him. He explains that no one has ever escaped from here. Those who try are killed by the ghosts and become part of their army. Enoch asks Hero why he's come, and Hero tells him he's searching for a girl. When they show Bernice's photo, a boy says he's seen her hiding among the mannequins. Hero goes to the spot and finally finds Bernice, but she's unresponsive, in a catatonic state due to her trauma from the car crash. Enoch explains that the ghosts come and take girls away, so they've been hiding them in the mannequins for safety. Hero doesn't seem fazed. He's focused on his mission. He shows Bernice a picture of her grandfather, convincing her to go with him. In the next scene, Hero fills up his car and leaves Ghostland behind. He takes off the mannequin layers covering Bernice's face and asks her to turn off his suit. It turns out the governor designed the suit to be deactivated only by Bernice's voice. Sadly, she's too traumatized to respond. At that moment, Hero accidentally triggers one of the suit's explosives, causing him to lose a testicle and pass out from the pain. In a vivid nightmare, Hero relives the day of the bank robbery attempt with his friend. The scene continues where Psycho points his gun at a young boy holding candy. Hero tries to save the child, but Psycho fires, hitting a gumball machine instead. Hero desperately tries to calm Psycho, but things spiral out of control. Psycho shoots a guard and kills the candy boy. A fight breaks out between Hero and Psycho, crashing them through a window. The police arrive and start shooting wildly, killing a woman and leaving her little daughter behind. A man then approaches the girl and gently ruffles her hair. Back in the present, Hero realizes that Bernice is the same girl whose mother was killed during that chaos, and that the governor had adopted her. Hero apologizes to Bernice for her loss and vows to free her. Suddenly, smoke fills the air, and ghost-like mutants appear, zombie-like creatures hungry for blood. They attack Hero, and during the struggle, another bomb on his arm explodes, knocking him unconscious. The explosion scares off the attackers, but it snaps Bernice out of her dazed state. It's revealed that Bernice isn't really the governor's granddaughter, but one of many people he's imprisoned over time. Meanwhile, Hero has another vision where he stands among the people of Ghostland. A woman explains that the area was once a nuclear testing ground run by the governor. A deadly accident between a prison bus and a nuclear waste truck led to a toxic spill, leaving the land quarantined and its people trapped. They eventually starved to death. This wasteland became known as Samurai Town, ruled by the ruthless governor. The woman tells Hero that no one who enters this land ever returns, but she believes he can save Bernice and free them all if he chooses to help. When Hero wakes up, he understands the mutants are the prisoners who died in the nuclear disaster. The clock tower and ruins he saw earlier are part of the destroyed nuclear plant, and the spirits trapped there are restless souls of the dead. Ghostland is a place for these lost souls. Both Hero and Bernice are able to enter because they're half dead in a way. Bernice due to her trauma and Hero due to his physical injuries. Ghostland isn't a spiritual world but a limbo, a place where these souls are stuck. Now Hero is determined to save them. As his suit's timer counts down to the final seconds, Bernice realizes how serious the situation is. She crawls close and says, "I am Bernice," which stops the explosives from going off. The scene shifts to the governor's men, who return with Stella, Bernice's friend who tried to escape with her. As punishment, Samurai Yasujiro quickly draws his sword and kills her. Back in Ghostland, Hero gathers the people and shares his vision with them. He inspires the Ghostlanders to rise up against the governor's oppressive rule. In Samurai Town, a woman in a cell talks to Yasujiro, reminding him of the governor's promise to free him if he obeys. She questions whether they should stay loyal or rebel. It's also revealed that Yasujiro's sister is one of the governor's granddaughters. In the Ghostland, Hero announces to everyone that they're leaving the next day, but the crowd just laughs. However, Enoch stands by Hero, insisting they must fight together. Hero asks the Ratsmen for supplies, including a helmet and a weapon. Just then, they're confronted by the mutants and their leader, the Burnt Man. Hero immediately recognizes the leader. It's Psycho, his old friend, who was on the prison bus that crashed with the nuclear waste transport. The disaster caused a fire, leaving some prisoners mutated and others dead. Psycho, severely burned, confronts Hero, asking why he abandoned him. Hero explains that Psycho had started losing control, becoming violent, even taking innocent lives during a bank robbery. They sort out their differences and apologize to each other. Psycho then reveals that the governor is a predator and must be stopped to gain their freedom. In the next scene, the governor is giving one of his speeches, boasting about how he keeps the town peaceful. Hero and Bernice suddenly arrive, shocking everyone. Hero demands to have his suit removed, but the governor refuses and orders his men to attack. In a tense moment, Hero pretends to take Bernice hostage, which distracts the guards. Meanwhile, Susie, traumatized by the governor's abuse, sneaks by, grabs a machine gun, and kills many of the governor's corrupt men. Sadly, she is injured during the fight. Hero battles the remaining goons using the weapons given by the Ratsmen, showing off his athletic and karate skills. While Hero fights, Bernice carries the injured Susie to safety, but they're chased by the guards. Thankfully, a samurai shows up and rescues them. Once the guards are defeated, a final showdown takes place between Hero and Yasujiro, the samurai. Yasujiro initially overpowers Hero, who is already injured. After a fierce duel, they pause, seemingly putting down their weapons. But Yasujiro tricks Hero by quickly picking up his weapon and attacking. Hero, ready for this, grabs a katana and defeats Yasujiro. Meanwhile, the governor tries to apologize to Susie, but she steals the key to Hero's bodysuit from him. When the governor reacts, Bernice shoots him, ending his reign of terror. Hero takes the key from Susie and finally unlocks his suit. With the governor dead, a child dressed as a crow returns to the Ghostland to tell everyone the good news. The people celebrate, declaring they're free from time. As the clock tower collapses, the scene fades to black. The movie then cuts to Hero, Bernice, and Susie sitting at a bus stop in Samurai Town, while the townspeople continue their daily lives. Hero smiles and says, "Samurai Town is gonna be a beautiful place one day."